Okay, I gotta go, honey. Bye. I love you. So, I just got off the phone with my boyfriend. He's so hot and he can pull off V-neck shirt. Just kidding, I don't have a boyfriend. But I do have a cat. You love me, right, Daisy? Self-deprecating jokes are proven to be the best way to start off a video. Anyway, hi. So back in 8th grade, I had a science class where we did a lot of labs. And when you do labs in science class, it usually means you have a lab partner. Most of the time I was okay with my partners. I mean, we worked okay together. But in the last 4 months of the school year, I got a new lab partner, and our lab group could probably best be described as dysfunctional. Now, I'm not going to give the exact name of my lab partner, but let's just call him Pollen. Pollen and I used to never be able to get anything done because we would argue all the time. I would make fun of his girlfriend, and he would make fun of the person I had a crush on because he figured it out, and he'd always use that to blackmail me. Since we had so much trouble getting stuff done, we'd always have to rush through the labs at the end of class in order to get them done and turn them into the teacher. And usually that worked okay for us because the teacher wasn't very strict about labs, and as long as you didn't screw around too much, or if he didn't catch you screwing around, you would normally do okay. And that worked for us for a while. It wasn't until one day in April when things went bad. We were heating this yellow substance over a little flame, and we had a test tube full of the yellow substance, and we were holding it over the flame with a pair of tweezers. And Colin was being incredibly impatient, and he kept tapping on the very bottom of the test tube with a different pair of tweezers. So as he was tapping against it, all of a sudden the bottom part of the test tube just fell off and shattered. Now this has been the first time we had really messed something up. So we go up to the teacher and we're like, we broke his test tube, what do we do? And he wasn't very mad about it because breaking test tubes was a pretty normal occurrence in our class. He's like, just put it in the broken glass bucket and get a new test tube. So we did that, and we go back and we put more of the yellow substance in it, and then this time I'm holding it over the flame again, and Colin ducks down and he mumbles something. And at the time, I thought he called me a not very nice word. So I'm like, Pollen! And I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So as you can guess, my grip on the tweezers loosened and the test tube fell out. But this time, instead of the bottom shattering, only the very top shattered. Of course, Pollen like, oh, you done it now, Olivia? Pollen will not stop giving me a hard time, even 5 months later about that. We are in the same math class, and whenever we're walking, he's like, don't touch anything or you might break it. And technically I could say the same thing about him. But he technically wasn't completely responsible for breaking the first test tube because he didn't drop it like I did. He was just beating on it with a pair of tweezers, which it doesn't sound like a very intelligent idea, but he didn't drop it. Oh, do you guys have any interesting lab partner experiences? Tell me in the comments below. I'd like to hear them. Alright, one last thing before I go. I have a story, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I'm just gonna kind of awkwardly insert, that's what she said, this at the end of the video. Remember how a couple of videos ago I said I'd almost knocked over the xylophone in front of a couple of upperclassmen on the way to band practice? Well, that happened again, except this time it actually did hit the ground. And it was in a game, and I live in an incredibly stereotypical Midwestern town, so basically the entire high school and quite a lot of the town saw me knock over the xylophone. So yeah, I'm pretty much making everyone in my town think I'm a freak. That's actually why I started making YouTube videos, because it wasn't just enough to make the people in my town think I was a freak. I needed to make everybody with an internet connection think I was a freak. Just kidding, I was a bored teenager with a webcam and no life. So yeah, bye.